First of all, congrats to BC. It was a heck of a basketball game, and they made big-time plays at the end. Proud of my team for how we fought. Obviously, both teams are struggling. BC was coming off of a great win. We were coming off of a bad loss. And I thought both teams played really hard. It wasn't necessarily the prettiest game, but both teams really, really competed. And the game came down to, for them, two kids, Forte, and then I think you pronounce it Capka. Those two kids made two big shots. Forte had not been shooting the basketball well this year. You look at his percentages. You look at his percentages at his other schools, but he was terrific against Syracuse, which probably built his confidence up and made a big-time shot. For us, this game comes down to missed layups and missed free throws. I know we had 9 missed layups in the first half, and I can remember off the top of my head at least 3 in the second half, could be more, but it comes down to that. Again, I'm proud of how we fought, how we competed. Guys stepped up and made plays, but when you're on the road and you're playing against a team that's playing better and the team that has been pretty good in conference play defensively, when you get the ball around the basket, you got to finish it. And we left too many points on the board. When you get to the free throw line, you have to be able to finish.
Question, Coach. Coach, in the second half, you guys seem to back the glass a lot better. Is that what got you back in it?
Well, I thought what got us back in it was the first 3 possessions, we got stops, and then we made 3 layups. And so that got us back in us. That got us back in it. That got us with a little bit of energy after we did not play well. We were very fortunate to only be down 6 at the half. If you look at it, you shoot 23%, 20% from the three-point line, and you're 6 or 11 from the foul line. I thought we played pretty good defense the last 10 minutes of the first half, and that's what kept us close. And then to start it, we were able to get 3 stops. We finished layups in transition. We finished stuff at the rim, and we got into a little bit better rhythm. And then Payne got going, and we tried different things. He made some difficult shots. We lost them a couple times. We didn't contain the basketball a couple times. We got to be better there. But really, missed layups and free throws is what did us in tonight.
What were the difficulties of playing without DeMarco?
Obviously he's a leader for us. He's a guy that's been probably our most consistent guard, offensively and defensively. So you certainly miss his voice, you miss his presence. He's an older guy, and so we miss those things. But again, really proud of how our guys stepped up. Makari came in and did a really, really nice job of getting the ball to spots, and we made some big-time plays. But again, you can't miss double-figure layups and double-figure free throws on the road and win. And that's really what it came down to. But I'm proud of how we fought, coming off of Saturday's performance and facing some adversity in the first half with DeMarco going out, our senior leader. Again, I like how our guys responded. I think it says a lot about who we are as a program and kind of the culture we've tried to create, where it's next man up, and guys did a good job. We just can't miss double-figure layups and free throws.
Coach, how much does finishing at the rim and getting all that stuff on the interior open up for you opportunities from outside for the guards or different looks at the basket as well?
We haven't been great at finishing at the rim all year. That's been something that we try to work on in practice. We emphasize it. We've shown it from the very beginning. When you get around the basket, like you have to understand this is a contact sport. There's going to be contact. There's going to be confrontations. And as a player, you have to be able to be focused on the rim and not worry about the contact. And it's something we try to work on in practice with pads, with bodies, with all kind of different things. Obviously, it is not translated But when you do finish around the basket, what it does, you see the ball go through the basket. And for a player, especially a young player, and with Polo not out there, with DeMarco not out there, we had a bunch of young guys. Unfortunately, we haven't matured enough to the point where, and it's the middle, almost the end of January, where if you're missing shots, you can't let that affect everything else. We're still at that point. I thought we responded the last 10 minutes of the first half, and I thought we did some good stuff in the second half. But can't miss 10 layups, 10 plus layups, and 10 free throws.
Feel that DeMarco's flagrant 2 is warranted, or is it more just hard?
I can't speak because I didn't see the replay. In real time, I thought it was just a hard foul and an awkward fall. But I have not seen the replay. I trust those guys. It's a veteran crew, a really good crew. They went and watched it and made a decision pretty quickly. And if they make that decision, then I trust what they saw.
Jeff, you've mentioned being a little bit encouraged, I guess, by the way that your team fought and stayed together despite all that went wrong. I mean, I guess are there things that you see maybe in the huddles or on the bench or in practice that lead you to believe this team is making some progress?
Well, I think the season is not anywhere near like we thought it was going to be and like we've tried to work for it to be. If you take away the Louisville game, all the other games we've played in the league, we've been right there. And this one falls into that category. We're up 10 at the half at Miami. We're up, I think it was 61-56 with 7 minutes to go. And we get foul shooting a 3 and we miss 3 free throws. In that game, I think we missed 9 layups. We're playing Clemson with 4 minutes to go. It's a 1-possession game. And we can't make the plays. And that one, I think we missed 8 layups. We played Syracuse at home. We did not get off to a good start, but we fought our butt off. And with 5.5 minutes to go, it's a 2-possession game. And so this team has fought. Obviously we go to Georgia Tech, we play well. We see the ball go through the basket and we play well. The outlier has been Louisville. We did not do anything well in that game, and we allowed the energy in the building to affect our play. And so I was excited to get on the road because I think we've played pretty well on the road, but we didn't get off to a great start finishing. Excuse me. And that led, what happens to us sometimes when we get into these moments, our guys really want it. Like they work. They want to be good, but at times we panic. And you could see it during that stretch. We had a lead. We're gambling for steals when we just need to be solid. We're going under a ball, so we're supposed to ice. We're jumping all over the place. And I think that leads at times to some of the missed layups, some of the stuff around the basket. Like you can want something so badly at times that instead of being relaxed and calm, and when you're like that, sometimes you don't have touch because you're like scatterbrained, and we get that way. And again, that's something we have to continue to work on, teach, show. We're going to continue to do that. But like I said, I loved how we fought. In that first half, the first 10 minutes, it could have gotten ugly when they went up 8. I think they were up 8 with 9:54. And for us to go in down 6 with DeMarco being out, with playing lineups that we hadn't played, and then the start that we had, we put ourselves in a position we got to, at some point, be able to finish.
Thanks, Jack.
You're welcome. See you guys.
Safe travels.